Alright, welcome everyone to my test drive video of this 2011 BMW 328xi all-wheel drive. I appreciate you taking a look and your views. Going to take a quick walk around on this car just to show you what we're driving and how it looks. Beautiful Dakota beige leather interior, alpine white on the exterior. Only 104,000 miles, premium package, cold weather package. Car has been very well taken care of and has a lot of new parts I'm going to tell you about as we drive here. But just so you could get a quick look at the outside, I have a whole separate video of me going around the outside, the inside, and every inch of this, showing and talking about it. So take a look on that on my channel as well for that, and you can check it all out. So if you're ready, we're going to go for a nice drive with some city streets and some freeway streets and check this thing out. And it does nothing but drive fantastic. But if you're ready, here we go. All right, here we go. Thanks for watching and joining with me. As I said on the walk around video, just a solid, heavy, well planted, confident all-wheel drive car. This is such a fantastic motor with a proven reputation. 3 liter straight 6 BMW engine. It's been around for a long time. It's a great motor, low maintenance, no turbo, no supercharger, none of that. Just a naturally aspirated 3 liter straight 6 motor. Great power. It's only 230 horsepower, but I'll tell you what, driving this car, it certainly feels like more. Especially with how quick it accelerates and gets going. It just feels like more than that. So while we're at this red light, I'm going to drive this car. If you didn't hear me say in the beginning, or you didn't hear me say on the other video, I'm going to drive this car on these city streets around here, and then I'll go out on the freeway as well, so you can skip forward, zip around. But this car does nothing but drive perfectly in all arenas. It's smooth, it's straight, it has no problems, it has no brake pulsations or anything weird. Everything's almost new on this car, so as it shouldn't have any issues. As I mentioned on the other video, and I'll tell you now right here real quick, this car has new valve cover gasket. Very common to need done on this motor every so often. This has a new valve cover gasket, not to be confused with a head gasket. New Bosch double platinum spark plugs as well. All new coil packs on all the cylinders, so all spark plugs replaced, all coil packs replaced. New valve cover gasket, new PCV vent hose, fresh full synthetic oil change. Also had the tires balanced just now, so they've just been rebalanced. And then better than all of that, 4,000 miles ago, this car had, move it squirrel, move it, had new brakes and rotors, front and rear, 4 brand new tires, new rear shocks, and new engine air filter, and new cabin filter. So a lot of new parts 4,000 miles ago, not even that long ago when the car's passed. The brakes are barely worn at all, and the tires still have 9/32 tread. So it's basically still brand new tires, brand new brakes and rotors, the new struts in the back, and then all the new engine parts that I just mentioned with the valve cover gasket and the spark plugs and the coils. So what a fantastic car that is ready to go, ready to drive, ready to enjoy. Doesn't need anything. You can literally pick this up and start driving it immediately. firm steering in a BMW. You know, it's different than the soft, you know, buttery feel of like a Lexus. It's different, but it puts you more in tune with the road, and it makes you hold onto the steering wheel a little bit tighter because you can really feel everything. Some people don't like that, and you know, if you don't like it, that's fine. But when you're on a nice smooth road like this and nice and straight, it's just, you know, it's just a normal car. But when you get into some curves and some, you know, like we just did right there, it's a nice feel. I remember long ago that I had someone drive a BMW, and they proclaimed that the power steering was bad. Power steering had to be out of this particular car, and it in fact wasn't. There was nothing wrong with it, but the gentleman just simply wasn't used to driving a European car, let alone a BMW, and because the steering is a little heavier and a little more stiff, which is how they've engineered it, he thought there was something wrong with it, when in fact there wasn't, of course. But great car. It's comfortable, it rides nice. Heated seats work great because they're on right now. Heated steering wheel on this car, I mentioned on the other video. The toggle for that is over here on the side of the column. It has two original master BMW keys, so there's one right there in the ignition, so to speak, and it has another. But everything works like it should. Again, premium package, cold weather package, navigation. This car has Bluetooth audio as well, which was kind of early for BMW right about this time, but this car has that, so kind of nice. One touch power sunroof, works perfect. So it's going to take me a few minutes to get to the freeway. If you want to skip and fast forward to see the freeway segments, you certainly can. You won't offend me or insult me, but give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion if there's something you feel I should do differently than what I do. I'd appreciate that. And of course, I'd appreciate a subscription from anyone that likes what I do. But just gonna drive a few more miles this way, a couple miles the other way, and then we'll go out on the actual freeway where we can get up to some higher speeds. It's a beautiful day, a little cold, but it is beautiful. Steering wheel is also very nice and straight on this car. I showed the original window sticker on the walk-around video for this car. It was $43,000 when it was new, with the upcharge for the Dakota leather, which, you know, the Dakota leather is nicer than the norm. It was like $1,400 option for that, and then the navigation was a upcharge. The premium package was a $2,600 upcharge. The cold weather package, I think, was $1,000. And even the wheels on the outside of this car, which I actually really do like, they are a little better looking than the norm. The wheels, the 17-inch, I think they're 10-spoke wheels, was $500. So some nice extras to push it over $40,000 for this time period. Was definitely a little bit more on the expensive side. And now you can get it for, there's a good looking 6 Series over there. Now you can get it for a fraction of that, and with only 104,000 miles. Whenever I'm driving a certain mark or brand, I always think it's cool to see other ones. So, you know what I'd really wish for and like to see on this drive today? An early 90s BMW 840 Ci. Does anybody know what that is? It's a cool car that was very ahead of its time, but at this point in time, nobody would really want to own one because they were only made for a few number of years, and they had a lot of issues, and very different motor than this, and just very different car, but it was really good looking car. Very, very ahead of its time. Looked a little bit Ferrari-ish in the front, kind of neat. Look it up, and if you're a German car enthusiast, you might think it's cool. Kind of looks like an Acura NSX, sort of. Somebody's probably not going to like that I said that, but whatever. It's a 1978 Ford F-150. That's cool. Going through a roundabout like that in this car, it just feels good. It feels good, and it feels right, and you can just pitch this car into the curve or into the corner, and there's very little body roll out of this car. I mean, if I had more hands available, I would use the manual shift on the transmission. But it just goes right through that curve. It's not like an American car where it's rolling to the side. No, not like that at all. Just handles the road so nicely. You know, I believe that even if you're not a spirited driver, that when you get behind the wheel of the right car, you become one, because it's more fun. It's more exciting. So we're approaching the freeway now. A couple more lights here, and we'll take a few miles down and a few miles back. But yeah, I really do believe what I just said, that, you know, look how this gets up and goes, you know, and it's to get a little bit of engine sound. You know, who wants to drive something that's pin drop quiet? You know, you need a little bit of fun in your life. We're all so busy and got so many obligations. Might as well make it a exciting drive from point A to point B every day, right? It's not a destination, it's a finish line. Didn't somebody once say that? Where you're going isn't your destination, but rather your finish line. All right, well, there's something that's definitely boring to drive in front of us, so we'll get around that pea green colored, whatever color that is, Kia. See how quickly? It's probably 80, oh my God, 90. Just a little punch of the gas and get it up to speed to get on the on-ramp, and boom, before you know it, you're going 90. That's what I mean. Great power in this car, and the 230 horsepower that it's rated doesn't even do it justice, because it feels like so much more than that. Just great power. I mean, there's 80 miles an hour, nice and smooth and straight. Great ride, smooth steering wheel, smooth in the seat. There's no vibrations or anything at all. Like I said, just had the tires rebalanced, which certainly helps to take care of any little nuancy vibrations. But this car is smooth and tight and nice. I mean, even at, watch this. Come down to 7, and come down to 65. There's 65. And if I needed to speed up and quickly move around, look how fast that speedometer accelerates. Boom. I didn't even push it all the way down to the floor, and it's going up to 85 in no time at all. So I just engaged the cruise, which is kind of neat. When you set the cruise, it puts a marker, can you see that right there at 78? And then if I click, if I pull the cruise lever towards myself, I can slow down, which apparently I need to do. And it'll show digitally right there. You can see, sorry about the sun, you can see the speed that you're setting. See it right there, 72, what's that say, 71. And then if you push away from yourself on that lever, you can speed up to the desired cruising speed. But anyway, it's kind of neat how that works, and once you get used to it, it's very intuitive and it's very nice. And then it puts the little marker, the little white marker on the speedometer to know where your cruise is set. And just a neat cruise control. But anyway, it works. There we are, no feet on the pedals. It works like it should. We're cruising at 73. Just a nice, solid cruise. So quiet. So quiet. Great insulation in these cars. I mean, even those bumps back there that you can hear we went over, you can hear that you went over them, but it's not like an offensive noise inside the car. You can hear that you went over something, but it's not like ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. It's just more of a soft ba-boom. I don't know. I'm trying to say that it's just a better built car than anything. Most cheaper, lesser cars. I guess we'll just say it like that. Look at no hands on the wheel, nice and straight. 73 miles an hour. Don't barely need to touch the steering wheel to keep it going where I want it. Fantastic, as my friend Frank Rizzo says. Fantastic, then. We're gonna get off here at Beach Road. Unfortunately, there's no sandy beach nearby, but I'm gonna get off here and go back the same way we just came. So if you've seen enough, you can stop watching here. If you want to watch all the way to the end, then stay right here with me, because I have to drive back anyway the other direction. Oh, look what's right in front of us. So you might as well stay with me. Let's see. Well, that's about the same. It's almost the same car, a little bit different wheel. That might be. Oh, jeez. Guess I should have been paying more attention. That looked like the same generation 328 BMW, black. Had a 5-star wheel on it. Should be green right now. No? Excuse me. Need to fix your license plate, pal. It's falling off your car. Alright, here we go. I think I'll stop here at this on-ramp and just again, not that this is a race car, but just to show you how quickly and efficiently this can get up to speed. Here we go. Boom. 70 miles an hour, halfway up the on-ramp. I mean, it just makes great power, and it sounds great. You know, it's not, again, I realize I'm not trying to promote this as saying this is a race car, but it just has such great power and sound, and, you know, definitely not underpowered by any means. But I'll tell you what, the newer BMW 4-cylinder turbo engine, it's noisy, I don't know how much horsepower it has, I don't really care. It's not like this. This motor has been around a long time. This is so proven. Those newer ones, they're 4-cylinder turbos. They have oil consumption problems. They're noisy when they sit there and run at idle. You know, they're trying to be more efficient, I understand, and trying to help save the planet, I understand. But if you're buying something that you want to know is good and is going to last for a long time and has a lot of proven other siblings, brothers and sisters behind it that are like it, this is it right here. This is absolutely it. Well, no BMW 840 Ci. Darn. Camera view here for a moment. You can take a look at that nice radio and navigation screen. So, a fantastic German automobile, BMW, Bavarian Motor Works. Yes. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation and drive and ride along. Please leave me your comment, your suggestion, and a subscription. Another thing I really like about BMW turn signal is, and Mini Coopers are the same way, if you lightly tap the turn signal, it will just click 3 or 4 times. Like, watch, to the right. 3. So when you're changing lanes on the freeway, I forgot to mention this earlier, but I'll just say it now. If you push all the way down, it'll keep blinking, blinking, blinking until you make the turn. But if you give it a light tap, it'll do the 3 clicks. And a lot of people that own these cars, they don't even know that that's how it's engineered and how it works. But the point of the quick thing with the 3 three blinks is when you're merging or changing lanes on the freeway. That way you don't have to cancel the turn signal yourself. You can just, if I'm in this outside lane and I want to get over to the right, I can do the quick thing and it'll blink 3 times, and by the time it's done blinking, I've already changed the lane and I don't have to cancel it myself. So I meant to talk about that earlier on this video, and I guess I got distracted on other stuff. But anyway, still got it in there. Great car, great car, great car. Thanks for watching. Thanks for riding along. If you have any questions or anything that you'd like to get a hold of me, my phone number is in the description down below on the video, and I hope this has been helpful and informative to anyone and everyone who watches it. And like I always say, if you think I should do something differently or better, please feel free to leave that suggestion and give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and I really do appreciate all of your views. I find it very fascinating for everyone that likes to watch all my videos all the way through and watch my reviews of cars. Love to do it, love to make them, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. All right? Thank you. Bye-bye.